Hey, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for coming back to check things out. Got another unboxing video today. This one's been on the internet for a little bit. It came out, I think, in preview copies earlier in the year, or middle of last year, late last year. But it started to actually hit stores, and I just got my copy shipped yesterday directly from WizKids. It is Star Trek Captain's Chair. It's a new two-player sort of deck building game. That's the best way to describe it, but there's more to it than just that. It's not just your simple, build a deck of cards and go like Dominion or Star Realms or something like that. There's a little bit more involved in it. You take the role of a captain. In the base set here, it is Picard, Sisko, Shran, Koloth, Sela, and Burnham. I know there's going to be other ones added later on. There's even some talk of other types of species and stuff that'll be in the game, but I'll get to that during the unboxing. But anyway, let's get this to the table, check it out. I ordered it directly from WizKids, which means that they include a set of promo cards. There's a promo pack that comes with it. So we'll get into this too. I know I haven't seen this opened anywhere yet, just the base set. So hopefully there'll be kind of a new surprise for you guys too. Anyway, let's get to the table, get it checked out, and see what we think. Okay, so let's get this to the table and get this opened up. So I already took the cellophane off it and everything because it's just annoying to have to sit through that, especially after that one video I did with Dune Uprising expansion Bloodlines, where it took me like 10 minutes to get a pack of cards opened up. So anyway, we'll get into this here. It's got an interesting kind of box here. It's sitting up high, like it doesn't sit completely flush, but there's a reason for that, as I found. When you open this up, first off, there's a nice little card sheet here of all the common cards in the game. So it's kind of an inventory list. So that's nice. And there's a spacer right here that helps set the box up higher. And the reason the box sits up higher is because of, we got the rules here, which I'll go to those in a second. But you've got the cardboard inserts, or the not inserts, but the cardboard punch-out pages for all the different tokens and stat cards and all that. So I'll go through those real quick while I'm here. So first off, we have the one for Picard. These all punch out, as I'm sure you've already seen, where this little section in the middle punches out here. And then the cubes will sit on the tabletop, tucked into here so they don't get knocked loose or anything. Almost like a double layer player board, but obviously it's not because there's nothing on the back of it, but it's that same kind of effect when it's sitting on the table. So pretty cool. Anyway, so it's Picard, and yes, they all have two sides. They have like an easier side with one mission and a harder side with 3 missions. So you've got Picard, you've got Koloth, you've got Captain Sisko, you've got Sela for the Romulans, you've got Shran, hell yeah, for the Andorians, you got Michael Burnham, okay. And then you've got the various tokens here for the ships. There's all the different kind of ships that are accessible or acquirable in the game, plus some other tokens too. I'm not exactly sure what all these are. There's an incident token here. Not sure what all these do, but anyway, these are the different ships. You've got Deep Space Nine, obviously, for Sisko. You've got a Andorian ship here for Shran. And then Klingon or Romulan, depending, D7. And then another one here. And then you've got a Klingon bird of prey, old school. And then the next sheet we have, some of these are upside down. It's hard to see what they are. Oh, that's a, God, what is that? I forget what that one is. It's not pack lead, but anyway, I forget what it is. Got the scimitar here. Got, not sure what that one is. It's very hard to see that one. Can't quite see that one in the light that I've got here. Another D7, a shuttle, a Decora, D'Deridex, a science vessel, USS Discovery, another D7, oh god, what was that? Mogai class ship, or the yeah, it was a Mogai. That's what they call it in Star Trek Online, anyway, for the Romulans. And then another D'Deridex. It's the thing from Discovery. I forget what it's called. I didn't really watch Discovery past the second season. Runabout, a Miranda class, a Pasteur class, a Zindi ship, another Miranda class, Enterprise C, Enterprise D, and I'm not sure what that is. And then these little glory tokens. But anyway, that's all the token sheets that are here. So we get those out of the way here. And then, as I said, the rule book, nice glossy full color rule book. Lots of examples of everything. There's two different ways to play solitaire. You've got a, excuse me, what they call the cadet training mode, where it's kind of playing with a simulated opponent. And then, so it's basically playing the two-player game, but against, an AI. And then you got a separate manual here for the command training program, which is like a complete solo game with no alternate opponent. So that's more like playing true solitaire. And then on to the rest of the contents of the box. We'll get through these real quick. Got a nice little scoring pad here, lots of sheets. And it is double-sided, which is nice. So you get lots of use out of this. Showed up a little curved, but nothing that can't be straightened out. The plastic bits, they have these pink dilithium crystals, which are one of the currencies in the game. You got these nice gold-pressed latinum blocks. It looks like gold bricks. The other type of currency in the game. And these are also plastic. Nice sound to them. The stands for all the ships, little plastic stands. Get to that in a second. Now, these are things I kind of like a lot. These are the action tokens, but they're like little isolinear chips. And they're all plastic, which is really nice. On the one side, it's clear, or translucent blue. And then on the other side is where the decaling is actually on there. I think you're supposed to peel these off. Let me see if I'm right about that. Or I'm going to trash this one, and we'll see what happens. I think this peels off. Yep. So if you peel that off, it looks really nice and clear. It's hard to see it in the light here, but see if I can hold it up a little bit. It's nice and clear, and then the other side doesn't look as flat once you take the little protector sheet off it. So same thing I learned from Rock Hard 77. Those little plastic pieces had all the plastic sheets on them like this. They all had to be cleared off so they looked a lot better and a lot shinier and brighter. So anyway, there's all these different isolinear chips for actions that you can use. So anyway, when you take an action, it's it's like this when it's ready, and it's like this when you've taken the action. So that way it's just a marker to show that you've taken your action for the turn. Let's see, these cards, I believe, I might have to look at the rulebook to see what these are. These cards are these are the automated command cards, I believe. Yeah. So this is for the solo game. Excuse me. Let's see. So there are Picard, Shran. Yeah, it's all the same people. So yeah, these are the automated player cards. So AI cards. And then there's also these little tokens here to mark the different spots. Again, on those character sheets, each one of these goes in a different field on there, and you move them up as you gain those resources. So now the meat and potatoes of it here. I'm not going to go through every card like slowly or anything. I'm just going to kind of fan through them. So each deck is individually wrapped and separated, which is cool. The captain's decks are these thinner ones. So this one's Picard. So I was kind of go through these real quick so you can see them. I will say one thing about these cards that's really cool is the artwork's great. They didn't just use like photos. They took like photorealistic artwork recreations of pictures that you've seen, So all these poses and whatnot, you've seen them before, but they're, Farpoint Station, very cool. But it's this artwork style, so it kind of has a nice uniform look to it. They don't have a different style, to each one. Like, somebody's deck doesn't look out of place, or the artwork doesn't look out of place from one to the other. So this one would be Koloth. Back, I'm just going to take these off. Okay, Koloth, Groth, Cloak, Sword of Kalis, Curzon Dax. That's really cool. Cool. Kang, Core, Ships, Repente, Mara, Day of the Dove, I believe. Klingon Disruptor Rifle, Darvin from Trouble with Tribbles, Korax, Krell. That's cool. Okay. The next one here. Next one would be Sela. So we got Valdor. That was the name of the ship, but yeah, it's a Mogai class. Denatra. Excuse me. Proconsul Ray. Shinzon's in here. Nice. Scimitar. Let's see. Tyrul. Nice. Ravens. Cool. Alright. Very nice. Next, I think, is going to be Cisco. Yep. Cisco. A Bajor, DS9. Orb of Prophecy. Lots of orbs. Makes sense. Self-replicating minds. Bashir, Garrick, Worf. Defiant. You know, nothing you wouldn't expect to see in here. The Wormhole. Jadzia, Kira, Quark. Shran, very cool. One of my favorite characters from Enterprise. The Kumari, and Enar, Andorian Commandos, very cool. Yeah, the artwork on these is just really nice. It's really nice. A lot of deep cut references too. Very nice. United Earth Ally, that's cool. This is obviously my first time seeing these cards, so I haven't had a chance to look at them or anything yet. So it's the first time for me, so it's all new to me. Let's see. This one's going to be Burnham, so I'm not going to know much of these because I don't know much about Discovery. Inert Dilithium, Discovery. Well, the USS Federation, that's what that thing is. All right. It's Adira, Jet, David Cronenberg. Oh, sorry, Dr. Kovich, but that's David Cronenberg. Earth, Navarre, Colbert, Grudge the Cat, very nice. I do know that character. Let's see. Detmer, Owosikin, Tilly, Booker, Stamets, Saru. Okay. The other thing is when you look at the rule book, each one of these decks is kind of determined by the skill of it. So Picard's considered the easier deck, and I think Burnham there is considered one of the hardest decks to use, or most skill based. So these are the locations. Let's see. So again, I'll just go through these very quickly. If you need to pause and see what they are, feel free. Anything that really sticks out at me as an interesting one, I'll talk about it. Memory Alpha, that's cool. Risa, so you got to have your time on the sex planet, right? Let's see. That's all those locations. These are, what are these? I think these are the AI cards, like for the other solo play, where it's if you're playing with cadet practice, solo versus an ensign bot, lieutenant bot's obviously the harder you want to play against a bot, captain bot, admiral bot. So that's all those things for solo play. And then the big deck back here is all the other cards, all the allies, everything else that are shared that you can acquire going through the game. Because again, this is a deck building game in a way, so a lot more involved than your typical deck building game, but still. Minors, the Nubians. You have to divide this in half. It's kind of hard to go through these. So now that's cool because that's the same race as Eric's from the Star Trek animated series. So that's cool having him in there, or having that race in there. Organians, Suliban, Tholians, very nice. Okay. This is some cargo or gear or whatever. Horta. Tribbles. Disruptor Festivals. Put those down. Ancient One Fragments. It's hard to see these in the light here. Guardian Forever, very cool. Laconian Gateway. The koala from Lower Decks. That's super cool. I do appreciate the fact that Lower Decks is getting love in this game. That's a nice touch. Shakari. What does God need with the starships? V'ger, okay. And then these are the incidents. These are like the negatives. These I think are kind of work like deck trash. Like these are get stuck in your deck and you have to do something to get rid of them. And they kind of slow your deck down, and you have to do things to solve them and get rid of them. Okay, so we've got more people here. Got Jarek, Nishayev, sorry. B4, Maddox. Oh, see, okay, Captain Dorg from Lower Decks. So, I mean, the artwork, it's similar, but obviously much more cartoony for the Lower Decks people. Laris from Picard. Lursa. But no Baator? Do we not have Baator in here? I guess not. So Lursa with no Baator. Huh. Interesting. Walks on a Troy. Moriarty. Peanut Hamper. Oh my god. Again, Lower Decks. Very nice. Phlox. The Riva, the mute ambassador guy with the chorus. Rom. Sakana, Sakal, Talak, Zephram Cochrane, very cool. And these are, I guess, the neutral ships that you can pick up, because you start with a few ships in your deck, as you saw, but then, you get other ones through the game. So, Bird of Prey, Board Probe, Dakir Cruiser, Vulcan ship, Holographic Drone ship, Romulan, Katanga, it's Klingon. Oh, it's a Kazon. It's a Kazon Raider. I knew what that was. Dang it. Pack-led freighter. Okay, that was the pack-led freighter. The other one was the Kazon. All right. Sona, Battlecruiser, Enterprise C, Pasteur, Reliant, Voth research vessel. Okay. Zindian Reptilian ship. And then a couple of these other things. Directive and Initiative. I'm sorry, Directive and Directive. That was Reinforce and Conspiracy. So that's all the cards that come in the game. But there was a promo pack as well, that if you ordered it directly from WizKids, you got the promo pack, which I'll show you that now. So the promo pack here, get these out of the way. Promo pack, it's a very thin little pack, just a few cards and one ship. So open it up. And you get the ship right here. It is the Enterprise B, the Excelsior class Enterprise B. And a Salat, which is Spock's pet. That sounded like old school Godzilla on the cartoon when it roared. No, it didn't. The lizard thing it was fighting sounded like Godzilla. That's right. Watch the animated series. You'll know what I'm talking about. Wesley Crusher. Oh, and with Wesley Crusher, you get the flight training accident. Was it Kovoid Starburst move where they got the kid killed doing the maneuver? Well Probe Incursion. Very cool. Obviously reference to Star Trek 4. And Enterprise B. I did happen to see this earlier when I was looking at the cards before I brought them down and opened them up and everything. This is one of the funniest things I've seen. So if you know Generations, you'll know that when they were doing the maiden voyage of the Enterprise B with Scotty and Scotty and Chekhov and Kirk on board, and I can't remember the captain's name, but it was Cameron from Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Anyway, the ship wasn't really ready yet for the maiden voyage. They had a bunch of media on board for the flight, but it wasn't really prepped to go. So they were told that everything was coming in on Tuesday. So there was no medical staff because, they wouldn't be there till Tuesday. It was just a running joke. So if you look at this, you can discard a card to deploy the ship and gain a glory. If it's a Tuesday, you can send an away team to a location. So if you're playing by the rules as written, uh, if it's a Tuesday when you're playing the game, you get this extra ability with the ship, the Enterprise B, because it's Tuesday and everything showed up. So I appreciate deep cut references like that and little in jokes. Usually don't see references and in-game stunts like that, except in stuff like a Steve Jackson game, like Munchkin or something. But that's really funny and really appreciated. And obviously, it's just part of a promo pack, so it's not. Uh, I mean, it's definitely part of the game, but it's not something that everybody's going to have, But it's a clever little in joke there, so I definitely appreciate that. Anyway, that's the game. That's everything unboxed. Let me go ahead and pack it up, and I'll give you my final thoughts. So that's Star Trek Captain's Chair. Looks really cool. I love the fact that it's got solitaire play, solo play, in case it's a night that my wife doesn't want to play a Star Trek game with me again or something. It's nice to be able to play games like that solitaire. I have a few other Trek games that do solitaire, so that's pretty nice. Yeah, this looks like a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to more expansions for it already. That Enterprise B promo card is the funniest thing I've seen in a long time in a game. Very clever use of the Tuesday reference there. If you've seen Generations, you get it. Anyway, thanks for checking out the video. Let me know what you think of the game. Are you getting it? Do you have it on order? Are you interested in it at all? Do you know anything about the game Imperium? Not Dune Imperium, just Imperium, the one that this is based on. What do you think of that? What do you think of this as a variation of it? Anyway, like, comment, subscribe, share. Let me know what you think. I look forward to hearing from you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.